California drought having a big impact on water supplies as reservoirs like Folsom near historic lows now. But now a Democratic lawmaker is announcing his support for a new reservoir that could be built in Northern California.
Yeah, Congressman Ami Bera says that he supports what would be known as the Sites Reservoir that could be built to the west of Maxwell and I-5 in the rolling hills of Colusa County.
KCRA 3's David Bieniek tonight on how Ami Bera made his pitch today for sites at another Northern California reservoir.
We'll try to get down here a little bit lower.
State Park Rangers took Congressman Ami Bera down the boat ramps, across the rocks, and out onto the bone-dry dirt that surrounds the still shrinking Folsom Lake.
We should be underwater in normal times.
Bera said Folsom would not have to be so empty in future years if California builds another reservoir, the Sites Reservoir in western Colusa County.
The whole reason I support Sites is to take pressure off of Folsom Lake and make sure in really dry years like this that we can hold back on releases out of Folsom Lake.
Talked about for decades, the Sites project has recently gotten a boost because of the drought. Sites would pump water out of the Sacramento River in the rainy season, then release it back into the river during the dry season. It would be nearly twice as big as Folsom and cost nearly $4 billion.
A water bond approved by voters last year does include some money for dam construction, but it also specifies that for each project the state will pay for no more than half.
Eric Wesselman with the group Friends of the River, which opposes Sites, says the rest of the money would likely come from big water agencies in Southern California that will in turn want much of Sites' water.
But certainly the idea is on the table that they store water north of the Delta at Sites Reservoir, and then they move it through the Delta and ship it south to Southern California.
Even supporters of Sites say most of the water would go to Southern California. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree.
Bera says he thinks Sacramento area water agencies and their customers would also be willing to foot part of the Sites bill.
I think folks here in Folsom might say, we don't want to have to live through this again. They may decide that, okay, well, we might add a penny or add a little bit to our bills.
Now, Bera joins his fellow Democratic Congressman John Garamendi as well as Republicans Doug LaMalfa and Jeff Denham in supporting the Sites Reservoir plan. A bill moving through Congress would provide federal money to study the idea, but that's just the beginning.
Just the beginning. So let's talk about the opponents, people who are against this. What do they think of Sites, or do they think that we should do something completely different to prepare for the next drought?
They say we should do something different. They say we should put more money into things like groundwater generation, recharging our groundwater supplies, and investing into recycling. They say those kinds of things, you get much more bang for your buck than new dams and reservoirs.
Okay, David, thanks.